But I got some sobering news for you, though.
Oh, come on.
We're losing 5 minutes of daylight a day.
5?
A day. It's a lot of minutes.
That means in 12 days, we lose an hour of daylight.
Oh.
1 hour of daylight. That can't be right, can it? I mean, that's the correct math, but that can't be right.
Now try and tell me what 12 days from now is.
12 days from now
August 5th.
is August 5th. And why do you know that?
Because there's only 30 days in July. No, there are 31. Crap!
August
I
4th.
hate math.
Oh, is that really math?
I don't
is
know.
reading a calendar math? Does that count? I did some math in my head yesterday, and I asked Katie. Katie and Haley were in the room, and I said, what is this plus this plus this? And then Katie went to get her calculator. Haley started writing it down, and then I blurted out the number. And Katie said, did you just do that in your head? And I said, yeah, I have no idea how.
Whoa, you had a genius moment.
It was genius. I said, what's this plus this plus this? And I was like,
Carry the 3.
18. I got it.
Really?
Yeah.
16 plus 1 plus 1.
Yeah. It was 15 plus 2 plus 1. I'm like, what is? It's 18. I got it. Yeah. 18. So I knew some math right there.
Good for you.
So 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except for February.
August 4th is 12 days from now.
We were talking about that little rhyme last night at dinner.
You were?
And now here we are again.
Why? What? How did that come up at dinner?
Somebody wanted to know how many days there were in July or something. I don't know.
This is like deja vu for you?
Yeah, so somebody wanted to know something, and then I'm like, I don't know. And then Katie rattles off the 30 days has November, April, June, and November, and they're all like, what? And then we're like, what about September? I'm like, yeah, that's in there too. Mm-hmm. Who knows? Then we got into the whole leap year, and what does that mean? And if your birthday is on February 29th, what do you do?
Right.
And I said, well, you pick either February 28th or March 1st, and the girls all thought they would choose March 1st. Because that's really the 29th day of February.
Right.
And I said, but I would want my presents a day early.
It's true.
And then they were swayed. That took them right over the top. Like, no, I want to get my stuff early.
It's probably the best argument you have.
Because you get to pick.
Right.
You get to choose, right? If you're early, you don't get to.
When is leap year next year? It seems like we haven't had a leap year for 10 years.
Every 4.
Every time we
I know
vote.
it's every 4, but
Every time we vote. So when do we vote again?
2 years. Well, a year and a half, I guess.
A year and a half, it'll be a leap year. 2016. Anytime it's 2016 or then 20, and then 24.
Yes, 2016 we
28.
will have a leap year.
And 32. I'm so glad that Amanda's here to help us with that.
Me
I'm
too.
just confirming. I'm just
Thank
confirming.
you, Amanda.
Because I looked at my computer calendar.
Okay,
Thanks
is
for
it-
keeping us on track.
Is it 2016?
Yes.
It's 2016. I believe it's 2016.
And what year is it this year?
This year is 2014.
So that's about a year and a half.
It's about a year and a half.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that correct, Amanda? We're right with
Yes.
that? Okay. So, yeah, because you don't get to pick, your mom and dad pick.
Right.
Because you had a baby that you can't say,
Can't imagine anybody picking the 28th, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's a day early. It doesn't count. It's not
You're
really
not
your
born
birthday.
then.
You don't
At least
exist.
on the 1st, you were born.
You don't exist.
I mean, you exist. You're just in
I
the
would
womb.
want presents.
I know you.
I
would.
wonder if they make you have it on the 1st. Maybe you don't get to pick, and that's just a lie.
Man.
Amanda, do some Googling for good here. Leap year baby. Find out what you have to do. Because that was the big topic of discussion at our dinner table last night.
I can't believe you didn't Google it. Or do you have a no phone rule?
We
at
got
your...
no phones at the table. My
That's
phone
good.
was put away. I was waiting to build some energy so I could finish my photo shoot in the Kardashians game. Which,
How many hours a day are you spending on the Kardashians game?
How many hours a day am I physically
Yeah.
spending playing it?
Yeah.
Probably 10 minutes playing.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's not really
not
that
a lot of
much.
playing time. But you start, like right now I have a photo shoot ready to start. It's an 8-hour photo shoot.
Okay.
So I could right now start it. But then, like if we're playing a song, I need to go check and see my energy and see if I can take some pictures.
Okay.
So really, it's not like I sit in front of it for 8 hours.
So you just go to it,
Go to it.
direct whatever you're going to do, and then
Correct.
leave.
Correct.
Okay.
And then get back into it. Haley yesterday was playing Kardashians, Words with Friends, and FaceTiming all at the same time. I don't think she could be FaceTiming at the same time. I think she had to close out of it. But definitely doing all of it. And on Instagram. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, relax.
That's cool.
She's on level 5.
She's a multitasker.
I'm
What
on level 13.
Oh. Well, didn't she just start playing
She
it,
did,
though?
and then she had deleted it, and then she got it again. Amanda started
I
playing
have-
too. Amanda, what level are you on?
I'm on like 3 or 4, I think.
Okay, 3 or 4.
And I have an answer for you.
Okay, leap
So
babies.
the leap year birthday, it depends on the county or the state that you're from.
Okay.
In Michigan, it just depends on the state, and legally, you're born on March 1st.
Legally, you have to choose that. You don't get to pick
I mean, you don't have
anymore.
to celebrate your birthday that day,
Right.
but
legally, like on a driver's license or an ID, it would say
Okay,
March 1st.
You become March 1.
so it doesn't say February 29th on there?
Nope. For this article that I'm
Interesting.
reading,
What about on your birth certificate?
it doesn't say the birth certificate.
But I guess legally that'd be the same thing. You'd be a March
Right.
1st
Right.
baby.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Seems like you get gypped because you're
does.
special.
Right.
And anyone with a March 1st birthday could just lie and say that they're a February 29th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
If that's legally the law, I say do it.
Huh. These are things I've never thought about before.
Hey, me neither. You
I love
need to-
Wednesday morning conversations about things I've literally never thought about in my whole
You need
life
to get
before.
3 kids around your dinner table and start talking about leap years. And then it'll just come out.
I do like all the conversations you have with the girls, though, because they remind me of childhood.
Yeah, we're very special in our house.
Sometimes he'll say things and I'll just crack up because I'm like, oh my gosh, I've not heard that in 34, whatever years.
And that's what we say around our house every time.
What's that?
Go to your room.
Go to your room.
When's the last time Dan or someone told you to go to your room?
I have no idea.
34 years, probably your mom and dad. Dan has probably never had it.
Greg's on the phone. Hi, Greg.
Hi, how you doing?
Greg, we're
Good.
great.
You have a son that was born on leap year?
Yeah, he was born on leap day, and we got to pick, and we go with the 28th because he was born in February, so we went with the 28th. And,
Okay.
that's what's on his birth certificate.
Now, are you,
Okay.
was he born in Michigan?
Yeah, right here in town at Metro Health there.
Okay.
So wait a minute. So,
Because Amanda just said legally it has to be March 1st.
but
That's
that's
an ID, not on your birth certificate.
Says the 28th.
okay. So on your birth certificate, you get to choose.
Yep. Yeah, they asked us what date we wanted to pick.
That
and,
is
we went,
cool.
We went with the 28th.
Okay. And
He was born in February.
that's what I would do, too, because you get the presents a day early.
How old is he?
Absolutely.
How old is he, Greg?
He's 6 years old right now.
Okay, so in 10 years, when he gets his driver's license, it's going to have to be March 1st.
Yep.
Ah.
Oh, no, it'll be on the 28th.
Yeah, his birth certificate. What he's saying that Amanda is lying.
Oh.
That's not what I read out of an article. I don't want to say where because I don't want to
Well, say where.
M Live.
We didn't know you were really going to say it. My goodness.
You can say it.
A
That's
bus
fine.
thrower under.
So M Live says that if you're born on leap day, then when you get your driver's license or any state ID, it has to say March 1st.
It says a Michigan driver's license will proclaim under 21 in bright red letters until March 1st of their 21st year.
Huh. Well, that's not what his birth certificate says.
No, because
Oh,
I would disagree with them live.
Yeah.
well, no, I mean, what you have an actual birth certificate that says the 28th.
yeah,
so
it seems like they would go with that.
yeah, it doesn't matter what M Live says. They're not going to come to you and do like a story on
So,
you.
Greg, you could they would not allow you to put February 29th on it?
No, I don't think so. I think
Okay.
it says February 28th.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
Interesting.
always thought that you picked too. So then when Amanda says like the state law is that you have to, you don't get any choice. I mean, that seems very like Russia.
This is very good info, Greg. Thanks for calling.
Hey, no problem. Talk to you later.
All right, have a great day.
Oh, so there you go. Amanda, incorrect. Greg, correct. And he,
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
well, what you said was not right.
I didn't say anything about birth certificate. I said an ID.
She did say an ID.
Yeah, I'm going to go with what Greg said, though.
Greg, you got to call us back in 10 years and let us know.
No, because Greg is right.
What's happening?
If it's on your birth certificate, the DMV doesn't know. The Secretary of State has no idea what day you were really born unless you tell them, right? You walk in, you
I
got
don't
the
know.
228, and you'd say, okay, let's take my test. But boom,
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
winner, Amanda. It's all right. You were good. You were good at confirming the thing that we already knew,
Okay.
right?
How's your day starting out, Amanda?
Really excellent.
She did that.
Just great.
And we have to talk about Amanda today because last night she Facebooked something that I literally read and said, I have never been in one of those. And it feels like you were in them all the time.
no, this was probably the first time in a while.
Talking shouting matches.
Shouting matches with strangers.
I've never been in one with anyone. Like, I've never just stood and shouted at someone while they shouted at me. And Amanda does it a lot. Sometimes at Meijer, sometimes at Target, and most recently in her yard.
with the guy who was fly fishing.
What a
Yep.
jerk. How dare he?
All right. Hey, coming up on August 15th is our grand wedding, which, by the way, that is like 3 weeks from Friday.
Are we sure?
Ish.
Okay.
Ish. Now, Andy, you were there last year, right?
I was.
Andy, and you and I have a little personal connection, right?
I enjoyed it. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
What did you enjoy more, getting slapped on the butt by Curtis or the entire event?
Oh, the entire event.
Yeah.
It just made it that much more memorable.
Exactly.
right?
Sometimes you just got to get in there
Yeah.
and get a handful of butt, you
It's
know.
true.
So you do that. So I heard that you have an idea to spice up this year's grand wedding.
Yes, my bride and I and the owner of Skydive Hastings and his bride would love to come in and skydive into the beach.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Okay, now is that legal?
We'll find out, won't we?
Then I say do it. Yeah, I'm totally in on that.
Oh,
That is awesome.
That's funny.
Now, you have to clear this through Angela, who's in charge of the event. But I'm giving you the go-ahead.
yeah,
the
we
green
think
light.
that's awesome, but
absolutely.
we need you to talk to Angela, who puts this whole thing together.
Yeah, we'll get the lawyers on it. We'll see what happens.
And all you have to do when you're talking to Angela, because this is something I've learned not only in life, but also as a parent. Don't tell her the whole, I want to skydive in and it's going to be 4 people. Just say, we're not going to need to ride the bus. We want to meet you there.
No, you need to tell her.
And see what she says. Just say, we want to meet you at the beach. And she'll go, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Via the sky.
And just say, we're gonna swoop in. That would be awesome.
Yeah, why don't we do this? Amanda, we're going to put Andy on hold, and you're going to give Andy, or get Andy's email, whatever, somehow
Right.
give him Angela's information so we
Okay.
can talk to her. So, are you coming regardless, Andy?
Oh, yeah, we'll plan on being there.
Okay.
Yay!
So it is. Can you tell us all how much fun it really is? I mean, it was a blast last year, wasn't it?
Oh, it's an absolute ball. I mean, right there on the water and then being trucked over and the whole celebration afterward with everybody, all the good vibes. Yeah, absolutely.
The love was in the air for sure.
There was a ton of love.
There was a ton of love in
Absolutely.
there.
At $25 for a couple, that
Hold
gets
on,
you,
Andy, okay, babe?
Sure.
gets you either married or your vows renewed. $15 if you want to come as a guest. It is the 15th, which Connie says is about 3 weeks from Friday. We're
Ish.
doing it in the water of Lake Michigan, then heading over to the Trillium Event Center. All the details, mychannel957.com. I wish.
You can make it a girls' night, make it a guys' night.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
come and hang out. It's
That's-
$15 a person.
That's where I wish I didn't weigh 200 pounds. Because, if I could
Skydiving.
get strapped to somebody's belly and then also fly in, that would be great. But I think I weigh too much because you got to go tandem. Unless they have like a 30-pound guide. I don't think that works.
Man, that dude would float through
But
the air,
wouldn't
wouldn't he? Wow.
He's never coming down. But
30 pounds.
But wouldn't that be awesome if you and I dropped out of a plane right there?
That sounds horrible to me.
Your sense of adventure.
I couldn't do it.
Why?
No, I don't like heights.
No. Well, you're only that high for like 4 minutes. Then you're back on the
No,
ground.
That's not me.
I was laughing because there's a ride where you get pulled up and it's like a Superman flight. So
Right.
they cut you loose. And I was at the top of that ride screaming my brains out. Get me down. I hate this. And as soon as they cut it, I loved it.
Yeah.
I have such anticipation fear.
Right.
Like, that is the worst thing for me. Like, I am scared to death. They have a ride that like slingshots you up into space.
Mm-hmm.
So a buddy and I did that, and the line was like an hour long.
so you have to sit there and think about
so
it for that long?
1 hour, and you're watching the bungee cord like breaks every time a little bits of it come out, like little bits of rubber, because it's like a bazillion cords,
Right.
and they're all very thin.
Right.
So 1 or 2 snap every time that it goes, and you're like, oh, that's going to be us. We're going to be the ones that snap, and we're not going to make it. But we did it. We did
And
it.
did you love it?
Space was awesome. Yes, space was a lot of fun.
Space was awesome.
As long as you're not spinning. That's what gets me.
Yeah.
Did you see the new ride that they are unveiling in some other country? It's not here, where instead of bungee jumping or instead of skydiving, they throw you off a 100-foot platform into a net?
I did see that.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that, really.
Well, because that you got to land all right. If you go through and then all of a sudden you got the boys cut off there. That's no good, right?
Anything cut off is not good.
No, you don't want any cuts.
no.
You'd have to have very small holes in that
I
net.
won't be doing that.
No. So, but yeah, maybe we'll throw each other out of a plane. That would be
What
exciting.
if everyone's sky dove?
A skydive wedding.
Yeah.
Look what Amanda's doing. Amanda always has ideas.
Would you do it?
Yeah,
Skydive?
I think I would.
You and Curtis can tandem.
There you go. No, we have to tandem with someone who knows what they're doing.
Oh, that's right.
You don't just strap two novices together and throw them out of a plane.
Yeah, I didn't have any ulterior
Tandem.
motive there.
Help! Are you pulling it or am I
Goodbye,
pulling it?
guys.
Pull it. Who's pulling it?
That turned very bad very quick.
That is, we splashed right onto the beach. Boom. All right. Well, do you want to get married still? You would ask everyone. They would
All right, you can
hopefully
sign
say
up for
yes.
the grand wedding at mychannel957.com.
I went outside. I was grilling, and it was super hot and
Right.
sticky grilling. So
Oh,
then I
yeah.
walked in, and it's like, oh, this is so nice. Then I went upstairs to play Kardashians on my phone, and I was sweating. And I'm like, my
You cannot sweat while you're playing Kardashians.
No, you glow. You
Yes.
definitely do it. So then I put my phone down and I hit Facebook right before the night ends. Okay, and Amanda has written this. This is our Amanda. Seated right over here.
Wait, hold on.
This is drama time. Nothing like going to bed livid because you got into a screaming match with the guy fly fishing on the lawn. Feeling livid.
Okay.
I have never once gotten into a screaming match with anyone in all of my 38 and a half years.
It's very
37? Whatever I am.
Almost
Doesn't matter.
38.
Yeah.
very Peanuts of you. Like, don't you see like Lucy and Charlie Brown? Like,
And that's how I feel.
blah,
I
blah, blah, blah.
feel like I have like that little grumbly thing like above my head. Like, the
Yeah.
little black like mad thing.
So what
Yeah.
what happened?
This goes back to 2 nights ago.
Okay. Monday night.
Every night at around 8 o'clock,
Okay.
I take the dog outside.
Yeah.
This man, for the past 2 nights, has been out there. I don't know if he's practicing fly fishing
He is.
or if he thinks that he's in a lake. I'm going to go with that he thinks he's in a lake.
No, he's
Because
practicing.
he's stupid.
Probably going on a vacation.
I'm gonna go with that. He thinks he's in a lake.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's on your front lawn at the apartment.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's technically like in our backyard, but
Okay.
whatever. That doesn't make
Okay.
a difference.
Okay.
So
He's on the lawn.
I let the dog out at around 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
She went pee, but then was distracted by this man. So we stood out there for a few minutes and she would not go number 2.
Okay.
So I start to lead her back in and I hear him yell something to me, but I kind of ignore him because I thought he was going to say something like, oh, I'll stop if I'm distracting her or something
Okay.
like that. So I just ignored him.
Probably said
this-
something like, "Are you going to clean up after that dog?"
This was
The
2 nights
urine?
ago.
Well, he probably thought it pooped because he was thinking about something else.
So I take the dog upstairs, whatever. Same thing last night. We go outside and right away we step outside. Emmy gets on the lawn. She squats and goes pee.
Okay.
And I thought, you know what? I'm not even going to stand out here because she's going to be distracted by this guy
Yeah.
again.
Let her poop in the apartment. That's cool.
No, I figured I would take, or Mike would let her out later on when he had gone in.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we're walking in, and I hear him yell exactly what you just said, Curtis. You going to pick up after her?
Yes.
Or you're not going to again, or something along those lines.
And then you said she just peed, and you walk inside. That's
I
easy.
looked at him and said, excuse me?
Yeah,
Because I
good.
wanted him to repeat himself to make sure that I had heard him correctly.
Yeah,
And he said, you're not going to
confrontational.
pick up after her again?
Okay.
And I
Lost
blew
it.
up. Because first of all, I feel like he probably was the one who wrote the threatening note on my door, which I
Oh.
accused him of that.
She dropped a lot of naughty words.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of the F word being
Yeah.
thrown
What?
out by me. I said, oh, so you must be the one who wrote the note on my door. He goes, I don't know nothing about no note.
Right.
Then I said, you better get over here and look on the ground to make, because
Yeah.
there is no
Look
poop.
on the ground.
There's no poop. Why don't you come over here and look? I even held up the baggie that I took outside in case she did
I
poop.
have a
Right.
bag in case.
Oh, no, that's not necessary. I believe you. But at that point, I was so mad that I just kept on.
What else did you say?
Uh-oh.
Just a lot.
Nice
a lot,
waiters.
a lot of the F word. And then as I started to walk in,
A lot of that.
I look back at him and say, and by the way, you're not in a lake.
Zing.
I love that your story finishes right when your music finishes. It was like it was planned.
What the heck? Did you have a bad day yesterday or something? How did that go from, are you going to clean up after her?
Because you know what? Well, he was like, well, when a dog squats, they're pooping.
Okay.
I have a female dog.
Okay.
And
yeah.
that is the case. But however, why would you just make that assumption? Right away when my dog walked outside, she squatted and peed. And it took her like 5 to 7 seconds. I don't know anybody that can poop that fast.
Oh, I do.
I do. Curtis just pointed at me. I'm a fast pooper.
Connie's
That's
very-
true.
Well, my
Mine's
dog
very
has
quick.
never pooped that fast,
Okay.
ever.
And, man, just...
I said I have a feet because he said
We
why
just
when your
gotta-
dog lift their one leg if they were peeing. If I had a male dog, maybe.
We got to get you like into a class with like how to talk to people.
Anger management, maybe?
Well, and just how
No,
to.
because I didn't go out there and be like, hey, you're fly fishing and that's annoying me. I'm not paying
because-
attention to him. I'm minding my own business. So he should mind his own.
Oh my goodness. So really, he wasn't screaming. It wasn't a
No,
screaming
he
match.
was yelling. He was yelling. He yelled to me. He started it, and then we were screaming at each other. And then when he realized he was wrong, he backed down. But by that point, I was so mad that I was going to let him have it because he deserved it.
Yeah, he
Was
did.
he still fly fishing while
He
all this was
continued to
going on?
fly. Okay, so I went upstairs and
No, is he casting while you're fighting?
no,
Because that would
You
be.
st-
we went upstairs. I went upstairs. Well, me and the dog went
after
upstairs.
Dog.
And Mike was actually watching him out of the window.
Fascinating.
And I said, did you hear any of that? And he said no. And I then proceeded to call the security people
Yes.
on him.
Yeah, this guy said I had a dog that pooped, and it didn't really.
Oh, so you mean you got into someone else's business and you were wrong?
You should kick him out. This guy. This
Oh, no,
guy.
I don't want him kicked out. I just don't want him to bother me anymore.
This guy's lease needs to be revoked.
So wait, what did you say to the security people?
I said I was verbally attacked by somebody.
Wow. You know that you were the one verbally attacking.
He shouldn't have gotten in my business. Don't get in my business.
F-bombs. You got good times over there.
I'm not complaining about him thinking he's in a lake. Go practice in the pond. We have a pond. Go practice in the pond. You're stupid
What?
fly fishing.
No, if you practice in the pond, you have to have a license.
Because you might catch something.
Right. Or, no, you can't even cast. If you cast, you're
Oh,
fishing.
If you cast, you're fishing.
Well, you're
anytime you get-
casting in the grass.
Yeah, well,
You never know.
You know, the old ground fish. Probably going to catch one of those. So you just had a rough day yesterday, and hopefully today will be better for you. That I did not.
I agree with her, though. That would be annoying if your dog is not pooping, and this is 2 nights in a
but
row.
the first time she ignored it.
2 nights in a row that some guy is yelling at you.
Right,
And
I
getting
didn't know what he had
snappy with
said.
you
Right.
about Emmy going number 2.
But
when
here's
she
the deal.
is not.
Here's the deal, Amanda. Like, as soon as you said, as you were walking in, he yelled something that I couldn't hear, I think I and the rest of Grand Rapids knew that he yelled, "Are you going to clean up after your dog?"
Right.
So
no,
then you
because
just
I mean,
No.
the dog was clearly distracted by him, and if I would have been doing whatever out there, and the dog was distracted by me, and I saw the person go in, I would be like, "Oh, do you want me to move or something like that?" I guess I'm just considerate, and this jerk isn't.
So you thought he was being nice.
Right? I thought he was going to say, "Oh, I can stop doing this for a second if you're waiting
Okay.
for your dog to use the bathroom or something," because his tone wasn't rude.
right.
Okay.
'Cause he
From what my
wasn't
ears heard.
wasn't feeling rude.
But last night, it definitely was.
Because you had ignored him when he asked if you were cleaning up after your dog.
Well, why don't you walk over there and see if there's poop and actually confirm if you're even correct in what you're saying? He had to walk 50 feet.
That's a lot of feet.
It's true, though.
It's like 25 steps.
It's true.
Not doing that.
That's why I said to him last night, why don't you come over here and look? Do you see anything? Oh, no. That I believe you. Well,
Okay.
too bad. You're going to get it.
So you're making friends at the apartment complex.
I'm so ready to
So-
get out of there.
Wait,
Whatever.
this guy, does he live in your building?
So there,
Your building hates you,
Yes,
by the way.
yes, well-
he
your building
does
hates
not.
you.
He does not live in our building because Mike then went out on the balcony and watched him continue to fly fish
Okay.
for about a half an hour, and then he walked into a different building.
You know what?
Okay.
The only thing that would have made this story better for me is if your downstairs neighbor had opened up the sliding door and said, "Their dog doesn't pee in the lawn; it pees on their balcony. It poops down on my grill all the time."
That man was very nice to me the other day, actually.
Oh, the downstairs neighbor?
Yeah, he was very pleasant to me when we were
'cause
getting
he's-
our mail the other day.
He's scared to death that you're gonna poop bomb his deck again.
No.
He knows all about that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got one friend back.
Yeah, I don't really care about making friends.
Well,
I
right-
want out of there.
Remember when the group of women invited her to walk the dogs?
Yeah.
And then she did something to make them upset too. We ever get to the bottom of
Well,
why
you
they
never
don't?
saw them again. After the first
The
time,
majority of
right?
them have moved out of their places. The one girl, she still lives there, but I think she works out of town because
keep
she is not around a lot. Like all of her blinds will be shut.
Okay.
Her lights will never come on.
And you know this when you look through your
Right.
telescope.
No, she lives
Why
right
are
within
Sheila's
it.
blinds closed again? They've been closed all day, and that light never comes on.
We've noticed her like moving like big pieces of furniture.
You are the worst neighbor.
Why?
Are all neighbors like this? Shouting at you, having their dog poop on a balcony,
never
watching
pooped on a
every
balcony.
move that you're doing? I mean, I have a telescope in here, but I couldn't tell you one thing that my neighbors are
Well,
doing.
sometimes I'm outside because, I have a dog, so she goes to the bathroom outside, and I see these things.
And you don't clean up.
I clean up.
So are you going to take Emmy out on the other side of the building tonight?
No.
No, because I am going to, if this guy is out there again, make sure and point out what she's doing while she's doing it.
Yeah.
Now she's being.
Confrontational.
And I'm going to call
Bing.
security on him again and again and again until someone talks to him.
And what did they say when you called security and
the,
said?
the woman who took my
probably
phone call
laughed.
was very polite, and she said that once the security guard punched in for duty that evening, that she would let him know.
Then did you say, are you threatening me? Why is he punching anything?
No.
It's ridiculous.
Because
He should
I
be
understood what
punching.
she was
He's going
saying.
to punch me? All I'm doing is voicing a concern. I stay here. I live here. I pay rent.
Amanda.
You and your dog.
I know, we need to get out of there.
Well, that is not what I was expecting. When I read it, I thought she was
What
screaming.
did it say again?
It said nothing like going to bed livid because he got into a screaming match with the guy fly fishing on the lawn, feeling livid. And I thought it was something like, you can't be fishing on the lawn. Yes, I can. No, you cannot. I can so. That's what I thought the screaming match was going to be. I didn't know.
That's
I
what the neighbors were hoping for.
I didn't get a lot of details.
Yeah.
Your dog pooped in my lake. It's not a lake.